Okay, Thursday morning in the kingdom, and it's chilly. The temperature is dropping since I got up this morning. Yes, for my morning pee. All right, this morning it's now minus 26 Celsius, but feels like minus 35. Yes, it dropped. And then on the yo-yo scale, minus 15 Fahrenheit, but feels like minus 31. Yes, we got some excellent temperatures today. And we'd like to thank the Santa glove. The glove Santa. Oh, it's all screwed up. Okay, let's try again. The glove Santa. Because he sent us all these new gloves. That was very nice. And we're sharing with Johnny. Because Johnny's married. Yes, with grandkids. And money's tight. Because he's on a fixed income as a truck driver. Delivering all the goods to the north. So he always goes through gloves. Not like me being retired and I just fall down, and have to get back up. So Johnny will be stopping by to get some gloves, and he really appreciates that. Just like the maple syrup we shared with him. That's his Sunday morning treat, having maple syrup on his pancakes. You're married when you're eating pancakes on a Sunday. Ooh, I have bacon and eggs. I'm living the single life. Ooh. All right, so we're not sure what we're doing today. Because it got cold. Yes, it got cold. So we'll venture out of the hose shack here with the me phone. Look at that sunshine. Clear and cold. That's what the Great White North or Wilderness Alaska is known for. But in Northern Manitoba, yes, clear and cold. We haven't had this in a long time. All right, let's scroll this way. I untangled the flags, which they weren't really tangled up because we haven't had wind, so they haven't been self-destructing like me with the beverage. And then over here, look at the wood stove. It had hot coals left from last night, so I just tossed some kindling in. It's taking off by itself, so I don't have to use any accelerants to make it burn. Also, too, lots of good info on low pressures and making stoves work. That is excellent because people read the comments and learn too. Yes, so I think we might have to put a air inducer or something in this chimney to make it go faster, to make this wood stove smoke go up. All right, we better go. Here comes the boss. Okay, doing loose ends in the kingdom this morning. Yes, Johnny needs a pair of gloves because he kind of said, he wore his out. So he'll pick this box up on Friday when he comes to WHO-ville with the weekly deliveries. And also, too, since I had that funny board out, or that funny wood or whatever, instead of taking a piece back to the trailer storage shed, I decided I'd mount the Frank underside hood thing, okay? So this is here, it's written out, so that's how you say the name and spell the name. It seems to be common with the I, but since how these guys came as immigrants from Europe, they could have added the Y when they were in Canada, okay? I know our family does that on their spelling, but hopefully this will look good in the museum. Okay, wouldn't that look good in the museum? But the thing is the main thing, we're marking it and telling how these things were done. All right, let's get some lunch let's burn some lunch and get back to work. Okay, just about coffee time in the kingdom, and we got some wood here all lined up because we're going to get busy. Yes, I'm organizing the shop, and let's look in the wood stove here. We're burning a stump, some telephone poles, and some pallet. Look at the fire. Yeah. Now that's the fireplace channel as it blazes out of control. Excellent. All right, let's see if we can stand up. Ooh, no creaking sounds. All right, so right now we're playing with the angle irons up here. Oops, up here. Because at my age, I put them exactly where they're supposed to go, or I'll forget and misplace them or something like that. All right, let's do the exercise video. Walk to the front here. Okay, so we got to get this box out of the shop here. I mean the AC/DC sleigh, because there's no room in the shop here. Yes, and I've been walking by it. Okay, we got to do the promo bike here. Yes, everybody admire it. Okay, so it's a loose ends type of day. So we got the box ready for Johnny so he gets a new pair of gloves tomorrow so he can continue working the weekend and enjoy his treats and everything with his grandkids. All right, so we rolled up the canvases for the famous black cat, and I marked them because at my age, I'll probably drag these things out 5 years from now thinking they're good, and we're going to go cat training just like Henry Ford trying to bring back the Model T back in the 1960s. I mark on it so we know. We keep them because they are rotten and worn out. We might be able to get one more time out of them or use them as a template to make our own. Also, too, in the new world today, you put a brand new hook on the chain, and the cotter pin they give you is 100% crap. So we had 2 of them fall apart yesterday, but we found the hook, found the pin in the snow. So now we've put the good quality cotter pin in, and we got stuff ready to go back. The brand new tarp straps can go back in the storage trailer. That way they stay brand new, okay? The canvas pieces we used here and the rivet things that we thought we might use, they all go back in the shed so they're ready. And then over here, ooh, this is a walk and talk video. All right. We're stretching the angle iron. Yes. Then making it longer. Okay, so what we're doing is the edge of the bench is close enough to being straight. So we grind to one end as a bevel, stick it in there, clamp it, okay, and then do the welds. But you got to do the welds and rotate it as such so it kind of stays straight. So we're just doing the one pass with a 70/18 1/8 rod. And we're using the buzz box over here. So that should take us through till coffee time. And this is recycle, repurpose, and reuse. And also too, this angle iron was used to hold the tin on or something. So they have that shot. And it's actually a little bullet that comes through the other side. And it's pointy right there. So I got to grind that off because I could get hurt. You never know. All right, let's get these angle irons done. And then we can have some coffee. And then we'll get outside working in the sunshine. Okay, after coffee in the kingdom, and it's good to see the snow has melted off the hood of the cat known as Aggie because it's been plugged in since 8:30 this morning when I went out to walk the dogs and feed the wood stove. Also, too, you know you live remote when your dolly cart has wheelbarrow tires on it for the rough terrain up here. At my age, that's how I got the battery up here.
Thursday morning in WHO-ville. It's just after 7 a.m. and as you can see, we have a bit of a sunrise peeking out. There's not a cloud in the sky this morning as well. It was snowing pretty good last night, but not much actually came down. My steps are a little covered here, but it's nothing too serious. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, make breakfast, and get ready for work. Almost 8:30 and I'm just getting ready to head to work now. As you can see, there's still no clouds in the sky or anything, and it is pretty chilly out this morning, so I'm not sure what we'll be doing in the kingdom after work, but now it's time to head inside, let the dogs back in, and get going. Just after 12:30, I'm getting ready to head back to work. I'm still subbing grade 3-4. We are having a pretty easy morning with some arts and crafts and a couple word sheets and stuff like that. I just had leftovers from last night. Now it's time to let the dogs back in and head to work. 4 o'clock and I just got home from work. It was a pretty good day subbing 3-4. I already got the skidoo out. Now I'm going to head up and do some shopping and then go over to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to. 4:30, and for the 1 bag and 4 water jugs it was $76, but they had romaine lettuce on sale. Got a bunch of bread that was 50% off, plus they had some tomatoes, and of course I had to get the milk. Now it's time to head on over to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to. Almost 5 o'clock and I made it to the kingdom and unloaded all the groceries. He was happy with the romaine lettuce and the tomatoes. Now we can have a nice fancy salad. Let's head down to the shop and see what he's up to. I can hear Aggie running in the background, so maybe we're doing some fun things with the cat again. Now we are doing a couple passes with Aggie and the chain drag, go down by the rabbit tower and a few other places, and then we have to do the driveway as well, get that nice and smooth so we can haul water on Saturday or Sunday. Guess I better catch up to him before he leaves me. Down by the rabbit tower now, and we are pushing up some snowbanks and getting rid of some pussy willows. They are the dandelions of the north, nothing but weeds. We are not pushing down the big trees that you see here, just the stuff that's in between and where my dad is. That way the cats and the sleighs can get by a lot easier, because if you look right here on the tracks, the cat's getting pretty close to the side, and we don't want the cat to get off the pack trail and get stuck with a bunch of sleighs and stuff. We are using Aggie because it's nice and cold with the straight blade on the bottom there. It will just shear off all the pussy willows here and give a nice clean cut. That way we are not hurting ourselves or getting them caught on the tracks or the track of the skidoo as well. See, as you can see right there, he just broke all the pussy willows off perfectly flat. I'll see if I can get over there and do a little video for you guys to show you the aftermath of it. You can tell it's cold out today from the exhaust on the cat and my dad's breath as well. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but I'll find out when I get back into WHO-ville and do the weather. It is so cold today that, as you can see here, the pussy willows are just breaking off at the bottom, and that is exactly what we want, because on a warm day they would just bend. This is the aftermath of Aggie. As you can see, the pussy willows got cut pretty clean on the bottoms there as well. There's not much left sticking out. There was a few that did not get cut, but that's okay. Once we go over it a few times with the drag and smooth it out and all this freezes, it'll be nice hard packed ground and we can take the cats and the sleighs down here. As you can see, we made the trail a little wider. It was mostly just snow and dirt on the ground, as you can see there. It actually wasn't that much pussy willows, but it's pretty wide now, so we should be able to get through here with the cats and the sleighs. Once it freezes up and we pack it down a few times with the drag, we'll be set to go.
Okay, that didn't take long because we brought Aggie the cat. He has a cutting edge on the bottom of his blade. Okay, so these trees that are here, okay, they're original trees, all right? So the cat train trail went out nice and wide so you could turn to get going down the trail. We used the cat train here going out to the lodges down this trail here. Okay, so all I did today was push the willows away, and it's cold, so they sheared off. Well, not that great of a shear, but they sheared off on the ground. We try to leave the vegetation on the ground, that way it grows back nicely. So when the snow melts, this will just be the willows and everything in here, and then we'll come down with the mini hoe and dress it up. So this will work out good. So this is the original trail that we used, and we could now we can get around here with the 4 sleighs, 4 or 6 sleighs. So it's the dead giveaway. You have the old trees, the dandelion willows, and then we go back to the old trees. All right, let's get to finish up the day by dragging the front gate, and then we can drink some beer.
5:30 and we are officially done and heading back to the kingdom. We got to go down to the front gate and do some backblading there as well. Let's get going. Now we are down at the front gate, just doing a couple passes with the chain drag and Aggie. He just came down the front here and looped around to go back up the little hill. That's where the plane used to be right there, and there's a little hill, and that's our south trail. This circles back around, and we have the big boat over here as well. We're just packing all this down, that way when it gets nice and cold, it'll be easier to drive on. Because as you can see right here, there's a bunch of ruts, and we don't want that because it's harder to drive in and walk on as well. Now I'll head on back up into the kingdom and see what's next. 5:30 and we are officially done with the chain drag. We did a couple passes and it looks a lot better. Now that it's cold, it'll freeze nicely so we can take the cats and the sleighs out one of these days. Almost 6 o'clock and I'm officially done in the kingdom. I have my dog treats in the bag on the other side of my skidoo there. Now it's time to head on back into WHO-ville and do the weather. 6:15 and this is the temperature we're sitting at today. It's negative 22 degrees Celsius, which is negative 7 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. As soon as the sun went down, it got pretty cold out there. It was actually nice all day today until I went to the kingdom. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, very pleased. Aggie with the new thermostat in there at 180. The temperature gauge stayed right up even when it was sitting there idling and stuff. Very pleased. But it's turned chilly here. I don't know what the temperature is, but it was chilly. But that worked out good for knocking over those, or trimming up the dandelions of the north, the willows. All right, let's go check on the flags. Okay, it's clear, it's cold, it's almost 6 o'clock and the moon is up. Yes, there's the moon. So let's scroll this way. I just threw some more wood in that stove and it's burning good today. Nice and hot. And it's cold out here. Yes, the me phone's going to censor me. And there we got some sunset happening. All right, and there's the flags. Natural state of being limp and tangled up. But oh well, it's chilly willy out here. Let's go walk the dogs, make a video, and drink some beer. Oh, maybe we'll have some hot chocolate with yes, hot chocolate or something. Anything with vodka in it. All right, let's go. Let's stay focused here. Quit thinking about boobies. All right, talk to you later.